Hello and welcome everybody. Today we have another quiet Let's Play, because the same reasons as yesterday actually. It's very early in the morning and I'm just not ready for this. But I do have some exciting things to go over today. So obviously we've got these URL races to do, which is all very cool and dandy, but someone asked me recently in a video to do a shout out for them. And I thought, golly, well, if I'm going to give them a shout out, there's actually a whole bunch of people that I want to give shout outs to. And given that there's not much else happening here, except the most exciting races that you've ever seen in your whole life, I thought I'd take this opportunity to give a few shout outs to those people. So the first shout out, oh god no, this is not helping my racing ability. The first shout out, obviously, is to Electric Buzz, who is the one who asked me to do it in the first place. He plays Roblox, and he's worried that his channel is dying, although he gets about 10 times as many views as I do, so I'm not sure where that worry comes from, but you know. The second shout out that I have today, and the list is long, so I hope you're excited. Not too long. It's not like gonna be super painful. Oh, it might be super painful. Who knows? At least we're winning the race. You know, we're not. That guy up there is actually winning the race. He's miles ahead. Okay. Should probably catch up. The second shout out, though, is to my friend Mark, who runs a channel called Great Skywhale Gaming, I think. Not that he's played any games. And that's really why I'm giving him the shout out. I'm calling him out because he keeps saying he's gonna release a video, and he's done some Blender tutorials and it's awesome, but he keeps saying he's gonna do a gaming video but it never comes, so I'm calling him out. This is an official challenge to Great Skywhale Gaming to actually make the video, and it's gonna be great, I reckon. He uses his microphone in a cup. It's a SingStar microphone that he's plugged into his computer and placed in a cup, and it actually sounds pretty good and makes me look really silly for buying a nice fancy snowball microphone. Oh my god, it's really early in the morning. But we're winning the race. Okay, there are more shoutouts. You didn't think I was done, did you? So yeah, in the course of doing this for like 2 months now, I haven't met them, but I've seen many cool YouTubers who are kind of just starting and doing the same thing that I am. So another one that I think is very cool is a channel called Kit Cosmic. He's got the best audio quality that I've ever heard on his channel. It's wonderful, and it might just be his voice. It's very soothing, it's very nice to listen to, and he makes really beautiful thumbnails as well. The only fault that I would draw is that he keeps deleting all of his videos, so you've got to be quick to get in there to find them. Otherwise he's just gone and deleted them all. Also, we won the race. Oh, there's another one? It's like a series of races. Oh, okay. Fair enough. And on a similar note, small YouTubers just starting, although I think she's been doing it for months, is Ubernoob. She is very cool. She's so enthusiastic about her channel. It's like unbelievable, although she seems to be slightly more enthusiastic about orgasms. So she plays games. The orgasms was just an aside that she did in one of her like vlogs, so that's cool. She plays like Limbo style games. Quite like it indeed. We're not winning this race. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh dear. The biggest YouTuber that I'm going to shout out today is a guy called Crimson Studios, or it might be him and his brother. I don't know if it's just his channel and his brother just kind of helps out or what, but he does comedy skits every Wednesday and they're very funny. Well, sometimes they're funny because he's just got his nipples out, but most of the time they're pretty funny for other reasons as well. So you know, it's a double whammy of funny, you could say, and I really enjoy those. Is that almost all of my shoutouts? If I run out of shoutouts, then I'd have to think of something funny to say about the game, and quite frankly, we're just racing around at the moment, and I'm thrashing them. I mean, that's funny, but, you know, there's only so much hilarity you can draw out of thrashing your opponents before you just start to sound like a dickhead. Maybe I can find more shoutouts in my box of chocolates. Do you like vlogging? Because I've got a vlogger for you that stopped vlogging. His name is VI Bobby, and I watched his channel since, like, I think probably the day that he started doing it, and it has just been crazy how many subs that he's been getting for his vlogs. And then he stopped doing vlogs and he's doing other stuff now, and it's different, and I think a lot of those subs are scared because they don't watch the videos anymore, but I think they're pretty good. I think his camera's nice, I think his personality is nice, and it's like and that's basically the best way to describe it, I think. I quite enjoy his videos. Do I have any more? Oh, I think I have one more. Oh yeah, I wrote them down, just so you know. I have done some preparation. You might be wondering, why does he keep looking down? It's not because I'm like checking out my morning wood or anything. It's because I wrote them down on a piece of paper and I'm trying to check that I got them all, but then I like scribbled all over the place, and I realized that, you know, like when you write on a little bit of paper and there's like a gap in the paper where you haven't written anything before, and you think, oh, all good, I'll just write on that gap of piece of paper, and then when you go to use the piece of paper later, you realize that actually, because of all that other writing, it's really hard to find the bit that you wanted to read, especially while you're also trying to concentrate on the road. Like, I'm trying not to crash here, guys. So that's me right now. That's basically where I'm at. But I think the other shout out was to a guy called Wolfton. He makes fairly regular videos, and he plays heaps of different games, and he's just kind of fun. I don't know. I quite like gaming channels, that's why I'm doing this, and I especially quite like gaming channels that are just starting up, because it's really interesting to see what different people kind of value in terms of what am I going to pick to do better than what I see other people doing on YouTube. And it's also interesting to see the kind of things, not that this is directed at Wolfton, but it's interesting to see the kind of things that people don't notice about their videos that maybe aren't the best, and places that I didn't realize that I'd been doing crap wrong in my videos that you only really see because they talk about it, or it's quite obvious what they've done, whereas bigger YouTubers tend to get better at like hiding the kind of things they're doing to make their videos better, or it's like, oh, well, they just spent $1 billion on a camera and I can't do that, so. Anyway, that's my shoutouts. Should have woken up enough to get into the game. We've just unlocked an entire new region. I didn't check the clock again before we started. I feel like a doofus. I think each of those races was like 4 minutes long, so what are we gonna do? I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We are going to go to the car lot and check out a new car. Oh, can I give one more shout out? I want to give a shout out to my new series where I play Knights of the Old Republic that's coming out on Thursdays. I'm trying to play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, a notoriously long game, as quickly as possible, so I'm cutting it together really fast and it's a bit crazy, and I really think you might like it if you're into that, but you just don't have time for the 160 series parts long specials of other YouTubers. Anyway, we're here at the car yard. Let's have a look, see if there's anything worth us getting. I'm not paying for anything though, so if that's what we have to do. Ooh, a Celica. I reckon we should just get the Celica. Yeah, let's get a Celica. Alright, what a great idea. Thanks for the suggestion. Good one, team. Let's go to the performance shop. Here we are at the performance shop. Oh, here's the specs for our new car. 200 kilowatts at 8,200 RPM. Alright guys, I've just finished tuning the new vehicle, and I think it's gonna be something pretty special. We've got a turbo, we've got the works. Let's go. The race that I want to try with the new setup is a drift race. I think it's going to be hilarious. I've just done what I consider to be the best drift tune humanly possible. So let's give it a bash, and I'll meet you there. Alright, here we are at the drift. This will be the final race of the day. Oh, maybe we'll do one more after this. Yeah. Anyway, this should be great. See, they don't start getting real good at drifting until you've been like, okay, I'm setting the bar at 60,000 points this drift. Please keep drifting at 60,000 points. Colossal drift. See, look, I should be able to just stop here, I reckon, and that should be the race. I've won. Did they see that drift? I was all over the show, but no, they're not. They're like, yeah, we'll just catch up. It's the game's catch-up system. We've talked about it before. It's very exciting, you know. It's very interesting stuff. No, we're doing terribly now. It's like this one bit of the track where I can get a mean drift on, and then the rest is just a joke. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Oh no, it's an embarrassment. A shocking embarrassment. He's a joke. He's a joke. He can't even drift. Oh, he can. He drifted real good, actually. And he won the race. Thank you. I'd like to thank my fans. I'd like to select a new sponsor. Oh no, do I have to do maths again? Oh, we'll just pick that one because it's 3 Street X races and we get the most money at the start, so it just seems to be a no-brainer. Thank you so much for watching this video, especially if you made it through those horrible shoutouts at the start. I know that was very boring and not related to the game because there's so much commentary you can do about driving around and drifting and spinning and Street Xing. It's all very thrilling stuff. And if this is goodbye, goodbye!